Back on the bridge, Reggie used a moment that the monster that used to be the captain wasn't looking to slip behind the edge of the door, but he daren't try anything else for fear of sending the monster into a frenzy again. From the looks of it, he'd already been set off once and was beyond reasoning and help. Crud, this is bad. He breathed almost silently, his heart pumping with what felt like the force of a supernova, sending blood coursing through his body, his muscles pumping furiously. He hadn't felt like this in years, the raw fear of staring down an enemy that could seriously hurt him. He had thought those days were gone. As he was trying to come up with some sort of plan in case Jamie was uncooperative, he heard through his neural implant. Coded message to medical staff. Feral is inbound. Preparing cell for new visitor. Wait out. Oh, thank God he is coming, thought Reggie, breathing a sigh of relief. His heart swelling with hope, knowing that underneath all the trauma, all the distrust, he was still good at heart. This made Reggie almost smile in spite of the situation. Then he heard it, a grating noise that sounded like metal on metal. It was close. Too close. As he dared to look up, he stared straight into the face of madness. A haunting visage of what used to be the captain staring straight at him with eyes that looked like they were bulging out of his distended head. A mouthful of aluminium blaster casing as it chewed on it. Noticing him move to look up, the creature screamed, a blood-curdling screech that sounded like it was from the depths of hell, peppered with clicks and snarls. Reggie didn't even think, he just blasted it and attempted to move to gain some distance, succeeding only in annoying it and catching a clawed foot to the chest, bowling him backwards off his feet. Blasters would be no use now. Time to put his long-forgotten training to use. As he hit the ground, he rolled to his feet in a maneuver that belied his age, moving nimbly despite his size and obvious lack of fitness. The creature rushing him at a frenzy, its elongated arms swinging wildly. Reggie managed to duck under a swing and catch it with a left hook, dancing clear of a follow-up blow to counter with his own, in the form of an uppercut making the ghastly creature stumble, fluids leaking from its face. It screamed and rushed him again, this time attempting to grapple Reggie. He had two choices, a throw potentially unleashing the creature further into the ship or trying to redirect it backwards. He tried the latter, and felt a searing pain bloom along his shoulder as the creature managed to bite him during the maneuver. Ah, crud, he thought. This could go the wrong way if I'm left to deal with this much longer. Reggie changed tack and rushed the creature as it regained its feet, hoping to catch it off guard, jumping and bringing his knee up to try and deal some damage of his own. Yes, he thought as he connected with a flying knee that could probably kill most sentient races. Then the pain caught up with him as he saw the creature go flying back into the command deck. Looking down, some of the metal that had been in the monster's mouth had become lodged in his leg, causing it to bleed profusely. Seeing no other course of action, Reggie pumped himself up one last time, screaming at the creature, "Come on then, my little beauty! Let's have it then!" As the Sarlans explained the situation, Jamie merely listened intently, his whole body becoming flushed with adrenaline as they described what had happened to the captain as a result of the parasite. Almost human speed, above human durability, madness and rage. Oh, and a hunger for anything aluminium, explained the Sarlan. Especially Dracorlix, if they are unfortunate enough to be in the vicinity. This is because that is the parasite's preferred symbiote, so the monsters can literally smell them due to the changes in their physiology. Jamie nodded in acceptance, pondering the last part until eventually he said, "Can I just carry you? This is too slow. Point in the direction we need to go." Running alongside these guys was like trying to rush a toddler. The pace felt so slow that it was driving Jamie mad. Okay," said the Sarlan, trepidation dripping from his words, as Jamie picked two of them up and started sprinting for all he was worth, leaving the others to catch up. As he ran, the ranking Sarlan communicated directions to him. This was impressive considering the G-forces and air pressure from moving so fast were probably a lot for him to deal with. So frail, thought Jamie as he saw the pained expressions on their faces as he rounded a corner to be greeted by an elevator. Diving in, the Sarlan punched the button for the bridge corridor and took a steadying breath, communicating to his subordinate, "I never want to go through that again." As they waited for the elevator to rise through the ship, being the only one cleared to move at the moment due to the lockdown, Jamie paced back and forth, flexing his muscles and thinking about all the times he'd fought animals before. "Anything about this thing that I can use? Reach, weapons, preferred attack methods?" grumbled Jamie, parts of him that had been dormant for decades suddenly mingling with his recent learned behaviors in a deadly mix of military training and raw, animalistic fury. They are bigger than we are, similar physiology but stronger. They grow claws within the first 8 hours, and their muscles begin to take in aluminium to bolster their durability. The Sarlin officer gulped, his face turning a lighter shade of purple as he spoke. I am not sure why, but they always go for the bite, rarely using their extended reach unless defending a kill from others. Jamie knew the type, jaw-dependent killers that only use their limbs to immobilize the prey. Predators in the purest sense, probably based on speed and strength. But how does that happen to one of these weaklings? Thought Jamie, the mystery of the situation irking him in a way that he couldn't quite place. Then Jamie remembered that they had mentioned the other human. So he was already there, probably being an idiot and deciding to fight it alone. That'll hurt, thought Jamie, realizing that he was feeling dismay at the thought. Damn it, first human I see in 15 years, and it was a guy I'm still not sure I like, muttered Jamie to himself. Still, there would be time for them to work on getting to know each other. Reggie would be fine till he got there, right? Right?